You guys have talked about how your shooting will come and go, but the defense kind of has to be a constant pull-out games where you're not hitting your shots. Could you just, I guess, illustrate how vital that was in this game where I think you got shot 15% in the second quarter and the shooting was coming and going all night?
Yeah, when you get stops, that makes up for a lot of different things. I think tonight our shot started to fall in that third quarter and was able to get us a nice little lead. And, we had to figure out where we're going to get our energy from. We've been playing our last 6 games at home, so when we start missing 4 or 5 shots, our crowd is, trying to get excited for us, but not here on the road, So we got to figure out where we get that energy from, and I think we got it from each other there in that second half. But the defense has stayed consistent. They shoot 38% from the field. We out-rebounded them, so that's a solid night.
And when they went on an 11-2 run and got to within 2 late, maybe about 3 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left, and you were able to kind of take over and salt it away. I mean, what were you able to do in terms of what were you able to take advantage of to get to your spot to be able to put this away that way?
I really think that I missed too many shots tonight. I felt like I got to my spots, but I got to do a better job sticking with my fundamentals once I get there, so we don't even have to be in these positions. When we up 18, 16, that could have been 23, 24 if I made a few of those shots, so I don't take some of those bad. I took a couple bad threes, so I feel like if, I'm getting to my spot all night, getting downhill, that's usually good for our team, and, it was in spurts for me tonight. But it was good to see a couple go down in the fourth, and it's good to get a win.
Kevin, you talked a bit about the offense. You guys had 39 in the first half and then essentially doubled that in the third quarter. You started working offensively for you guys during that stretch.
Like I said, make or miss league. You see a couple threes go in, and LaMarcus got it going for us, knocking down the midi. We just started to make shots. I made probably 5 out of my 6 shots there in the third. So, when you see the ball go through the rim, it just gives you a little bit more energy. It fired the bench up, which made us better on the defensive side of the ball. So, but I just like how we didn't get down big early. In spite of, even though we shot bad, we stuck with our defense. We talked all night. We won 1 string. So that's a step in the right direction.
Was that Cade's jersey you walked in with?
Oh, yeah. I love Cade's game. I think he's going to be a tough cover for a long, long time. Got to know him when he was in high school, so we built a little relationship. And to play against him in the NBA is sweet. We had a lot of conversations about being on this level and what it took, and to see him out here battle through some injuries to start, but to come out here and play aggressive tonight, hit some big shots for him. I'm happy for him. Looking forward to seeing his career.
Were you talking to him? Did you guys get into it a little bit verbally?
Oh yeah, of course. You got guys that you know, and like I said, this is really one of my guys. So when I'm guarding him, I know he's going to come. I want him to come at me as best as he can, and when he's guarding me, I'm gonna do the same. It's just that friendly competition. It ramps up a bit when you know somebody.
As a shooter, what was it like to go from the ball you've always played with to the Olympic ball and then a new ball this season?
It's the same. It's just always an adjustment period, I guess, when you first, get a feel for it. But after some time using the ball, just get used to it after a while.
This new ball, some people say it's an issue. How do you feel about it?
For me, I can't talk for my peers, but for me, I just feel the same. Every ball has to be worn in a little bit before you get that feel, and even with the Spalding balls, it took once the newer balls were tough to play with because they slipped out your hand a bit. But once they got warmed up, they was cool. So the Wilson ones feel the same.
It's a good atmosphere tonight. What are you expecting in Toronto?
Ridiculous. I'm excited that Toronto is open again and they got their team back. It was a rough year for them being in Tampa and moving your whole organization. So it's exciting that we get to go up there and play again. That's a unique fan base, and they're going to be on their feet all game.
Yeah, I'm proud of the guys. They've we're a small team for the most part. Well, we've fought together. We've improved defensively. I think we're our defense is ahead of our offense, which I don't think anyone was predicting coming into the year. But that makes me happy, and I think our guys can kind of feel a sense of pride in each other that they are defending.
Steve, I think you scored 39 in the first half and then matched it in the third quarter. What you started working offensively in that stretch?
We just got back to what we want to do, which is get into early action and get off the ball, attack the paint. We didn't get very many paint touches in the first half, especially in the second quarter. I think we had one rim attempt, and we got to try to get in the paint and collapse the defense and play from there. So I thought we did a better job of that.
I know Blake has given you physicality pretty much most of the times that he's been out there. Did you get the impression, A, that this meant any more to him, the way he played? And B, just can you assess his performance? It seems, at least from the outside, that this is probably his best effort of the season.
Yeah, I mean, we love that Blake brings it and gives us that physicality. He's also a very intelligent player. So he's taking charges. He's fighting on the glass. He understands our concepts defensively, and I thought offensively tonight he helped us with some screening and some, I think he made a three in some rolls and finishes and just, made a lot of hustle plays for us. So he's somebody that we've come to rely on and count on, and I thought he was great tonight.
When you say the defense is ahead of the offense, was that kind of reflected in the fourth quarter, because you had that great third quarter, and then the offense kind of broke down there a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't defend great in the fourth quarter, but I think a part of that was, they had nothing to lose. They started lining up shots and making them. Could have played better defense for sure, but also a part of it was they made some shots and went on a run. That's what teams in this league can do, but we weathered it. I think overall the defense was pretty solid tonight, and offensively it wasn't great, but we found a way in the end to get it done.
Was when you go from the second quarter to the third quarter, second quarter I think you shot about 15%, and the third quarter was 15 out of 19. Was that just as simple as getting penetration and kind of being aggressive in your driving, or was there something that you saw in their defense?
No, I think that was our mandate for the players, was to try to get in the paint, attack the paint. If they take it away, get off it early, and we'll play on the second side. And I think that's where our team's taken a few steps in the last week, and tonight we took a step back. But in the third quarter, we were much better at playing quicker, creating opportunities for each other by playing fast and trying to get in the paint and attack. When we get passive and stationary, we allow the defense to load up on us, and it makes it hard on us.
Steve, you mentioned the turnovers kind of helping them get back in the fourth quarter. It's obviously come up a little more lately. How much is that still learning each other to you, carelessness, et cetera?
I think I'd be lying if I didn't say some of it was carelessness. But it's still, each game presents different, tactical and emotional, problems that you have to solve. And sometimes I thought that emotionally we got a little bit off kilter and weren't making simple, clear-headed decisions, trying to make home runs or just careless with it. So, it's a good lesson for us. I think the positive is we found a way to win, and the negative is that we still realize we have a lot of work to do. But it's been a good week for us, building, getting towards better basketball offensively. Obviously, we had two good offensive quarters tonight, but really two poor ones as well.
Much has been made about you guys' slow start, but nobody in the East is really put it together. Does that give you any solace that Milwaukee is going through some stuff, Philly's going through some stuff? You know what I mean? Nobody's running away from it.
Yeah, that's part of it. But I'm really not worried about other teams. We came into the season, we spent almost 2 weeks with a different team. Then we lose Kyrie. Now it's a totally different situation. So we're just trying to build a new team and trying to work at what this group and what it's a big hole, and everyone's got to step up a level and a notch in minutes and responsibility. And so to find out what the best way for this group to play is a process. And so I've been really proud of the guys, the way they've engaged in what we're asking them to do, and our